Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to I need to turn the lamp around. Yeah, I know you don't want to see my chest. Oh, those are books back there.
What do you do with them things?
Oh, I wonder what those are for. Anyway, uh, it's kind of starting to sink in. But I noticed something. I on Facebook. I said my mom. I didn't say me mum. Mimum. Two words. And I was like, oh wow, that's good. I guess. Um, better English, right? Better European English, not necessarily better American English, but
That woman.
yeah. So it's like even though she has Alzheimer's, it's like she's still there, sort of. I mean, physically she's still there. Like my wife and I went to see her, and I could recognize her. I mean, she didn't know who we were, but I could recognize her. But it's like, and it's like the one thing I miss is being able to share things with her. I don't know if she really gave a hoot, but
At least somebody you could talk to.
yeah. So I don't know. It's gonna be hard. It is hard. It is hard. It's not that. I mean, but unlike someone I know, I'm not gonna run and hide from this, and I hope she doesn't either. 'Cause all she has to do is sign a piece of paper. What? Sign and date it? And I'm like,
Not asking that much of you.
no, it's not. And you know what? I mean, you're younger than I am, not by more than 4 years, but I mean, you're younger than I am. And 10, 20 years from now, you may wonder or you may regret not having gone to see her. If I would have stayed in Texas, I would have gone to see her. But I don't like Texas. And that's being nice. That's being real nice. Just to say I don't like Texas. I mean, I lived there for 40 years. You know what? I've been in the United States 42 years now. Almost 43.
Is it more a mindset of the people or the government of Texas you don't like?
It's
Or both?
kind of like, yeah, kind of like everything. I think part of it was, I lived there all that time. I knew it.
You were forced into it and
Yeah, yeah. I
didn't really
didn't.
have a choice if you were there or not.
Right. I did not choose to live in Texas, people. And when I found out we were moving to Texas, I was like, oh, I'm gonna be a cowboy. I had cowboy boots and
You were young, you didn't understand it all.
yeah. And I was a cowboy for a time. So, which, to be honest with you, I can look back on that. And I'm not gonna say there are no good memories of Texas. There are. Not of Texas, but while in Texas. But I didn't really like ranch work all that much, but I liked farm work. But farms up here are small and they're few and far between. Because it's either a hill, a mountain,
Or a rock.
or a rock. So, when you can actually find
Grass.
grass, you can find a place to grow, whatever you want to grow. And there's a farm in Keene. It's a cornfield. So far all I've seen them grow is corn, which is not good. You should rotate your crops. But I don't know what you would rotate with up here down south.
It's a very small field too.
Yeah, it's a very, very small field. Down south, what, back in the day, I don't think you would do it anymore because it'd be cheaper to import cotton now than to grow it. But the old boy who had this one farm, he rotated. He wasn't the only one. A lot of people did it this way. One year it was corn, and the next year it was cotton, and then back to corn, then cotton. And yeah, it's not good to just grow one crop every year. That depletes the
soil.
yeah the soil. So when my dad died, I was young. I just turned 18. And now my mother's going, and I'll probably be 50 or 51 when she dies. Not all that long till my birthday. I mean, a few months. But
Yeah, you never
half a
know how
year.
long she's gonna hang on either.
Yeah, I mean, it's possible, because I used to work in hospice, and frankly, I prefer her to be on Vitas, which I'm gonna call Vitas tomorrow and see if I can get that changed over. But
Just a better company.
yeah, and there might actually be somebody there who knows her.
No.
Yeah, because that company has people that stay with them.
Mhm.
I mean, the employees.
They don't come and go.
Yeah. So
Might help her. She might somehow recognize somebody.
or somebody could say something to her, like from something she told them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah, or
Something familiar to her.
yeah. And like I said to my sister, I mean, like I'm saying, this is to my sister. I did go see her when I was down there. Was it easy? No. And there were, I mean, look, the difficulties ranged because at first I said, well, you're going into a nursing home. Oh, this is you're doing, isn't it? It's like I felt like I was the.
She couldn't really take care of herself outside of a nursing home.
No, I mean, she didn't even know what was going on. I mean, you should have seen the house. Gosh.
Oh God, I seen those pictures. Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
And
It's like a disaster. It went
yeah,
tornado went through the thing.
and people think we have a messy house.
Uh-uh.
Not compared to that. That was. Ugh. No, Eric. She couldn't remember to pay any of her bills.
Well,
She
tell them about Lucky.
Lucky. She was feeding Lucky a quarter cup of food, and this is when she would remember a quarter cup of food a day. He was bald. He was skin and bones. My uncle, when he was up here, said, "Oh, is that the same dog?" I said, yep. Oh, wow. But now he's fat and hairy, and
Maybe just let us brush him without
yeah,
fighting the brush.
yeah. So
He doesn't care too much for brushing.
no, he doesn't. And
We have to hold him still.
mhm. So
One hang on and the other brush.
yeah.
Maybe we
So
should get a muzzle for him.
yeah, because he does snap, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does need, and we might need it sometime, just to have one around.
Yeah, he tried to go after what's the bulldog's name? Chupa?
Bandit.
Bandit. He tried to go after Bandit. Oh.
Chupa kind of shies away from him. Chupa
Yeah.
kind of just looks at him and goes, ooh.
Chupa might start barking, but if Lucky decided to bark back, Chupa would be.
He doesn't take well to confrontation.
Yeah, he'd go. Ooh.
Chupa's kind of
He's a big tough.
odd for a
Yeah.
bulldog.
He's actually becoming nicer with people though.
Lucky is or Chupa.
Chupa.
Yeah.
And he wanted to come up to me the other day.
One time I was down there, he was like,
Mm-hmm.
looking away from me, like, I'm not going to hurt you, Chupa.
Oh.
You're the one with all the teeth.
Yeah. Look at that. Going bald.
Well, you wonder why.
So, I don't know. I mean, kind of messed this one up. No, I didn't.
What?
Just the way it's made. The magic card.
Oh.
It's because of the way on the border. Although I did bend it a little bit, but that's okay.
What did you do? Step on it?
Probably.
Well,
But
can't imagine why.
But anyway, folks.
At least you didn't step on a cat.
Yeah.
They get kind of hostile about that.
Mm-hmm. Here's something from my mother days. I don't know if you can see it. I guess you can't see that, can you? You can't read that. That's JAL, Japan Airlines. You used to get metal silverware on airplanes, and it was embossed.
Now you get a bag of peanuts
Yeah,
and a plastic cup with maybe half of a can of soda in it if you're lucky.
yeah. I mean, this is tarnished. I can't. My sight, my vision is.
Well, you probably need a silver cleaner on it, or and maybe actual silver.
Yeah, it might be. 1969. Back in the day. And the little kids, because we flew quite a bit actually, even though I'm scared to death of flying now. and um, you used to the kids. They would get little wings to put on their shirt, and they were metal. And then eventually they became plastic. Then I don't know if they even do that anymore.
They probably don't even do that anymore. They probably get a sticker
Yeah.
if they get anything.
And we would get to go in the cockpit and sit on the pilot's lap,
Oh
and
boy.
they would this is that and that and and tell us what stuff was. Now, once the plane gets up there, they bolt the door and
And
all
you have
that.
a fit if you tried to take a kid in there and show them the cockpit or
Yeah,
something like that. Ah!
I remember flying from Okinawa to the United States. We did a stopover in Hawaii. The Pacific Ocean's big, people. It took many, many hours just to get to Hawaii. And then it took many, many more hours just to get to the United States. Then we had to land in Los Angeles, to refuel. That's what we did in Hawaii. Well, some people disembarked, I'm sure, but then we flew to Texas. So I've been to California twice in my life, and the first time I don't even remember it. I thought California. The second time I went, I thought it was really, really odd, very strange people. But on the flight, of course, they had the in-flight movie and they had the meals. But we kids, we would get on the floor. We'd have little matchbox cars or dice or dominoes or whatever. And that's the cool thing about being a kid is this other kid over here. You've never seen them before in your life, but now you're best friends. You just met each other and you're the best of friends, and you're never going to see the person again. So I mean, when she's alive physically, I don't. She's not exactly alive mentally, but she's still there. And then once she goes, She goes. She's gone. It's over. No more. I don't even know how large, what the dimensions, how much there is in the way of ashes. They're gonna have to get an urn of some sort. They're gonna send it to my uncle, and then my uncle's gonna send her remains to me. But